Tuesday, May 23rd, market analysis, Stan Ehrlich. Hey, I apologize for starting so late. It's 12:31 California time, half an hour before the market closes. I had technical problems. At least I didn't have a heart attack. That's the good news. All right, well, at least for me. And we always start with stock market indexes. So the spider. I've been mentioning the likelihood of a downside correction, small, in the last couple of days. Here it is. I got what I wanted. I got down, in fact, to a blue line that I've had sitting here for a few days or more, and that's a level of support. I think today's low could be the low of the dip I was talking about. Also came into a little support area. I don't have a buy signal yet, but I certainly wouldn't disagree with the potential of buying something because I think the spider has hit a low. I think the risks are very low as long as you have a relatively tight stop. What I don't like is some reversals, but pretty minor. Let's go to the DIA. I got to make this short and sweet today because of the lateness. We're back to support in the DIA. It has a little bit of a gap to finish closing, closed part of it already, way back March 30th to March 31st. And we're very close. The low of the day is darn near close to closing the gap, but not quite. So again, a little bit lower for the DIA than today's low would do the trick. And I don't think it's going to go much further. QQQ. On the daily data chart, we have not yet come back to the major historical support level that is important at 330.5. So DIA could go down a little bit more. QQQ could go down a little bit more. And the spider, can it go down a little bit more? Going back real quick, it could go back to the low of today. And yes, it could get back to this green dashed line and do no damage to the long-term bull market that I believe we're in, which started, of course, on October 13th with a whopping great bullish engulfing ER buy signal on this day right there. That's the day. Great. Now let's look at futures. I always start out with the spider, E-mini, and it's the same as the SPY, except that the hours are different for trading, and that can cause reversals, which we do have. Today's high is a little bit higher than yesterday's high because of the extended hours for the S&P E-mini, and therefore bearish engulfing. But the spider doesn't have it. None of the other indexes have it. So this is by itself, and also for the micro and so on. So I don't think it's going to come down too much further, like I've been mentioning. We're close to being a buy, whether I get a signal or not, in my opinion. Next chart, corn. These are out of sequence. I'm sorry about that, technical problems. Oversold, rally, up to resistance. Looks like it's going to turn back down again very soon, in my opinion. Bear trend. Spawns. Okay, back to the sequence, I hope. Oversold, close to a bullish support line. In a broad area of support, I'm bullish long-term, intermediate term, short-term. I think we're at a low and about to turn back up again. 10-year notes, same thing, same problems. There is resistance overhead, but the bigger picture is the major bottoms have all been higher and higher ever since months and months ago. That's the trend change probability. Next, crude oil. Here's the energies. Up against resistance. I think it's about to turn back down again. Next, heating oil. Same comments. Bearish. I think it's about to turn back down again, if it hasn't already. A high 2 days ago, an overbought condition on natural gas. So it's probably turning down again. Remember, the trend is down, although more slowly lately, but still bearish. No sign of a major bottom. My latest signal worked out very nicely. We almost bought the exact low the day after the signal, and that would be the 15th of this month. And it rallied very nicely into an overbought, I might add, condition. So great trade all over. Now, what's the trend? down. Next, gold, silver, and platinum. Bought the bottoms back in February, and now we have big problems. Major top developing. I'm expecting to see lower levels. I am bearish, but for the next few days, I can't really tell. Excuse me with a sneeze. Can't really tell. I think we've already hit the resistance level and probably going to turn back down. Silver, what can I say? Fantastic double top, both with ER bearish red sell signals. You know, this color is automatic. It's a strategy I've written for the last 10 years. I've been at this 52. So fantastic signals, formation, results. We're supposed to get down due to the formation, not the signals, but due to the formation to about 22.9, and we came pretty close today. So I think we're not quite finished, and that's a minimum downside objective. Could go further. Next, we've got platinum and double top of sorts. You can make a case for a short-term double top in the last several weeks, or a broad double top over the last several months. Since that bearish engulfing ER sell signal on top, that's why I built this strategy. It's available. Contact me. Also, the bottom I picked. Also, the top over here we got. The top over here we got. Then close to the top over there. And a darn good buy signal. Uh-oh, not quite at the bottom. Very close. Next chart. Natural gas. I'm sorry, high grade. High grade. Bad buy signals. And we never lose. Well, I can't say never. We hardly ever. The system is geared, the strategy is geared to use relatively tight stops from what other people most likely use. And I'm expecting to see the market go lower at this point because we have a new low and a new low close. Next chart. Soybeans. Oversold, bounced a little. No, not even really. So I think we still have a little bit more bounce before new lows. Bearish. Next, bean oil. We had a buy signal yesterday. This is a new long quote from signal from yesterday, sorry, and closed with a small loss. Let's see what happens in the next few minutes. Next, soybean meal. Oversold, looking for a bounce, but it's a bear trend now, so I'm looking for lower levels. Next, bullish engulfing worked for several days. That's good on wheat, but it didn't hold as far as a substantial long-term low is concerned. So the trend is down and looking for lower levels again. So looking for a double top in live cattle to work, and it's just starting to looking for lower levels. And next chart is hogs. Oversold, looking for a new low, but it's oversold. Never sell short in oversold conditions. I'm looking for a bounce immediately. Not much. It's a bear trend. Next, OJ. Overbought conditions, new high ground for an upside breakout of sorts, which is typical. You get overbought in those conditions. So soon you're going to hit a minor short-term high and pull back a little, but the trend is definitely up and looking very good in general. Next, cocoa. Overbought the last couple of days. Maybe we could get another sell signal soon and get an official top, so to speak. Next chart. Sugar, the sweet pennant formation starting, it looks like. They're usually continuation formations and neutral momentarily, but I think we're going to see new highs very soon. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about how quick I did it today and how late I am. Have a great day. Hopefully everything's good tomorrow morning.